Today we're in Salzburg, Austria. So we're in Salzburg. We are on our full-day excursion coming out of Munich. We're on the second half of that. We had finished the guided tour with Lucia, and at this point we have 2.5, 3 hours kind of on our own to just walk around before we have to meet up with everybody to head back to Munich. So obviously having to dodge pee and poop from all the horses right in this particular area, but kind of a neat thing to see that, you know. On the tour, we had made all of these sort of mental notes of, you know, once we're on our own, let's go see this, let's go see this, we'll go do some shopping over here, and we're going to eat here, and so on. So this right here is the first part of that, where we're on our own, and we're trying to remember the places we wanted to go see once we got to this part of the excursion. So now we're going to make our way back to the place where we're going to have some lunch back in the University Square area, kind of cutting through this little walkway here where you go essentially from one street through the buildings back to the little square area in the back here. And it's kind of a neat little thing because this is obviously pedestrian only, you know, being able to go to all these shops and everything. It's just a neat little walk-through area to get from one spot over to the other. And now it's time for the food. This was such a cool thing because you could really just take this in, you know, and just really kind of look around, and it's like a lot of eye candy for all different types of fruits and vegetables, and local vendors that have a lot of different meats and things for sale, a lot of different options, you know, in terms of what type of lunch you might want to have. And of course, this is all local to Austria, and Austria has such a German influence that you can kind of see that in some of the offerings of the food here in this area. So we kind of settled on something. Now, the one thing that is sort of missing here is, for lack of a better phrase, there's no place to eat it. You know, like, these are all just kind of walk-up shops and everything, and once you pick something, then it's like, well, there's no outdoor seating over here to sit down and eat. So what we ended up doing was, there's like a church or something that's right over here, right back to my left where I'm standing here, and we ended up kind of eating on the steps of the church. So just literally sat down for a few minutes and ate, whatever the sandwich was that we bought, and that worked. It's just kind of the one thing to take note of this area is there's just you see how it's kind of mobile. It's not a very fixed, permanent thing, and there's just no real outdoor seating out here. So you're kind of left to your own devices to try to figure that part out. If you are enjoying the video so far, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video is posted. So here we stop into the first confectionery and to get some chocolate and just do a little bit of shopping here. Very, very tempting. I had to kind of step outside because I was like, if I stand here much longer, I'm gonna basically buy something. So my wife's doing a little shopping here, and we ended up eating some of the little things that she bought, while we were there, and then we brought some of them back with us. I think we ended up eating the rest of it when we were back in Munich. So. None of it made it all the way back to the States. That was just not going to happen. It was just too tempting.
16, 8 or the little ones? One of the smaller one? Yes. And wie that's for you then? No. So, total 26. Thank you.
So you got some neat shopping experiences here, some kind of high-end stores in the Salzburg area. A lot of different types of, jewelry and clothing and all kinds of typical, I guess you would call it tourist shopping opportunities. And this area that we're coming up to here is another one of the big outdoor plazas. We had walked through here earlier on our tour. You see up here where this red banner is. So here in a second, we're getting ready to walk into a little store to get some ice cream and cappuccino, or at least that's what we wanted to do. And we had kind of ran into a little bit of a problem here in terms of being able to get something and sit down and eat. And so you'll hear the conversation here in a minute. Initially, we kind of had a little misunderstanding about what was going on here, but when we went back and looked at the video and listened carefully, kind of figured out exactly why it played out the way it did.
Sure. Hello. Dark chocolate. Or is it? Yeah. I don't have you don't have what? Cappuccino to go. Right, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Well, we sit outside.
Well, we can sit there.
I cannot sit down there. That's the problem.
Oh,
Sorry.
we can sit outside? Well, we can sit outside.
But you cannot sit down. The ice cream is only taken away.
Oh.
That's why we asked. Okay. Sorry.
Oh. All right.
Well, get what you want. I'll go walk around or something.
No, it's okay. We'll find it somewhere else. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you gave it a like. To see more content like this, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video is posted.